Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. It's your boy Rico No Suave. Oh man, I am super happy to be back with each and every one of you guys today. What I tell you is that when I miss you, I really do miss you all. So welcome everybody. Welcome to another great, fun, filled, packed show. We got a lot of things that's going to be going on just within this hour, everyone. And I want you guys to sit back, relax. And if you're on live with us, don't forget to comment and don't forget to continue to share everything that we're actually doing. Everybody, let's get it on. All right, everybody. So we have a beautiful young lady uh, that we're gonna miss. I'm a Bears fan, right? And when I'm a Bears fan, everyone, I have to tell you, this lady has lived for many years. But just to start off with this first one, Virginia McCaskey actually took over the Bears in 1983 when she became a true Bears, of course, from Mr. Hallis itself, and it was amazing. She was able to live to see a Super Bowl, right? And then she continued to be a true Bears fan and give us hope. And as a lady, to be able to see her do so many great things within the NFL community for a lot of people. But I have to say, we were able to beat the Packers before she was able. We beat the Packers before, but we beat the Packers on our last game of the season, and I know she was just loving it as well too. But unfortunately, everyone, are we having an issue as far as with the mic? So let's check that out real quick. Yeah, my mic is working. So test 1 2. But we're gonna say, congratulations that she made it to 102 years of age. So I am super super happy that George McCaskey, of course, her brother, and as well as Virginia McCaskey, has actually lived, man, and keep on living through spirit. Thank you so much, Miss Virginia McCaskey. Hey, it's time to get it on. I have this gentleman here, I have to say, and if you guys, hopefully you guys can hear me, one of the biggest things about living is through art. And when we talk about living through art, everyone, it's such a great thing to be able to know how to be able to go through and express yourself through art itself. My man is called the Black Da Vinci, but he's been touring. He's been doing so many great things for people to be able to see his artwork. I want you guys to put your hands together for none other than my guy, Christopher Williams. Let's go. Hey, Christopher, are you there?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me all right?
I'm not able to hear him. I'm not able to
Oh
hear my
no.
guy. Hold on.
Hey, hold on. Let me see. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm not able to hear my guy. Hey, Christopher,
Let's-
can you?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to
Oh,
the party,
all
sir.
right.
Welcome
Awesome.
to the.
Awesome.
Hey, I want to say welcome to the party, my man. I am super happy to have you here. Are you able to hear me
Thank you.
okay?
Thank you. Yes, I can hear you okay. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I want to
All
make
right. All
sure
right.
that
Let's do
the technical pieces is good, because we're live.
It's my fault. We'll just say that. It's my fault. We blame everything technical on me. So that.
All
Yes, sir.
right. All right. Dr. Pocky. All right. Thank you so much. Yes. Lots of love from the students at Moore. Chris, let's go. Yes. Thank
Yes,
you
sir.
so much, man. Thank you so much. Hey, Christopher, man, I heard so many great things about you. I've seen your work as well, too. And thank you so much because I want the audience to be able to see your work as well, too,
Yes,
down
sir.
the line, because on this show, we're going to definitely show your talent and everything. But hey, let's get it on, man.
All
We
right.
got to hear everything about you. So, how old were you when you found the love for the art of painting?
Yes, sir. That was when I was 7.
Mm.
Yeah, it was 7. So I had a tragic accident when I was 7. I got stabbed at church in Modesto, California,
Oh wow.
and I couldn't use my left hand, and I had a scar. I have a scar right here
Hmm.
because I protected this young black woman at church, and this one white gentleman was harassing her with a knife, so I asked her to stop. So I got stabbed,
Mm.
and I couldn't use my left hand for years. And what gave me joy and what got me to get into art was my father. And my
Hmm.
father took some paper from what was it? Uh, I forgot the name of the computer company, but it was like a prominent computer company, Circuit City,
Okay.
and then
Wow.
he got some yeah, old school Circuit City,
Old
man,
school
and
Circuit City. Wow.
yeah, and he got some colored pencils, and I started to use colored pencils at home, and it was a form of art therapy. Looking back at it now, and
Hmm.
that gave me joy in art. And I often, when I draw portraits, paint portraits, I look at the good at people,
Yeah.
and I want to paint them for who they are truly, and that's what got me into art. And the joy for art was my dad handing me those colored pencils and handing me those loose pieces of paper from Circuit City.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Nice. For me, it was crayons.
Yeah.
For me, it was crayons. And when it was crayons for me, it was me filling in, painting with crayons, and then also finger painting. I did finger painting as well too. But
Oh, yeah.
the one thing about painting in general, or just starting at that age, was just the enjoyment to be able to see pictures in color and to be
Yes.
able to see what you did, to see how it all came out. And
Yeah.
I can imagine with you and having that connection with humans and being able to start drawing the good things of life.
Hmm.
How did that help you continue to grow as you started practicing the art at such a young age?
Ooh, it got me to realize that we are more than our own diaspora.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have our indigenous community, we have our Latino community, we have our Asian community, and I
Mm-hmm.
got to learn about different religion. I got to learn about different foods, and all
Nice.
over art, all over just
Nice.
picking up that color pencil and drawing someone, and you get to learn about where they're from, the region, and all that stuff. And so that helped me grow as an artist to just experiment and just to enjoy life and to hold on to joy. And so that's in a nutshell, got me just to grow and move forward and not hold on to hate. Because, when I was that young kid that got slapped, I hated people. Man, I was
Mm,
pissed off and
wow.
angry, but picking up that pencil,
Yeah.
that it brought me joy.
That's awesome. Well, I'm glad that you didn't do like the horror movies where you start hating things and you start drawing
It's like,
like why
yeah.
is Chris drawing these demons?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh man, like my mom would tell you, man, because I would get in fights in school, like
Wow.
and I always was in protect mode. My mom would tell you, and then she goes, when you picked up that pencil, you started to smile, you started to laugh, and so no, I understand. It's like you know that helped me focus and be a better person. Art did help me. So
That's
yes, sir.
awesome, man. I think
Yeah.
there's always a certain piece of an element in our lives to be able
Hmm.
to help us identify things that we could be battling, right? And I
Yeah.
think because you had that pencil, and it's also it goes for music as well too, and other people in their careers. But when it comes to art, art is so defined, and that's why I appreciate you artists, is because starting off as a kid, you starting your art as a journey of life. So one thing I like about you is that you start going through cultures
Hmm.
itself. As a kid, most kids don't have that opportunity to be able to understand cultures as they're growing up. It's either black or white, Latino,
Hmm.
or just segregated within that community, and you draw just about that. But you were able to be able to go through it. Now, what was some of your paintings or some of your drawings that you did when you were younger that you were kind of proud of, and then your parents, of course, were proud of you too.
No, well, that was painting people. Like I would like dabble in like drawing Spider-Man, Superman,
Okay,
the Fantastic Four, for example. I was all into that.
let's
Luke
go.
Cage, of course, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and but drawing people and trying to accentuate their features or the color of their eyes, that really just, I don't know, it just brightened my day.
Yeah.
My dad was like this really tall figure, and he was 6'4", big
Wow.
guy, and so I always wanted to try to impress him. I'm like, "Oh, Dad, look what I did," and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm your biggest fan, son. I'm your biggest fan,"
Let's
and
go.
so that just kept me going. That support, if you really think about it, support from I had a good family base, still have a good family base,
Yeah.
but I always just try to just you know one up myself every time to make my dad smile and try to impress him. So that was like the fun part,
Wow.
and then, but he always used to tell me like every night, building up my confidence. He goes, "I'm your biggest fan." So
Let's
to
go.
hear that touched my soul to keep me going
Yeah.
and to keep me pushing and
Yeah.
just to try to bring it in the studio every time.
I like that, man. I think the cool thing about having that father figure in your life, or just having some type of a guardian to be able to
Hmm.
help you and be proud of you on the way to keep that encouragement. Sometimes people do it, kids grow up doing it by themselves, where they
Yeah,
have to be able to motivate themselves in order for them to be able to get better. But the art of painting, the art of drawing in general, is such a great thing for you to be able to once again go through different cultures, and also being able to your superheroes, right? And you
yeah,
start
yeah,
getting more involved in that because, like, oh man, I wanted to be Spider-Man when I was little, right? So I draw my favorite character, and
yeah.
go from there. Let's talk about the journey in regards to the more you start drawing itself. Was it always about humans, or was it also with nature? Did you also like transition out of that? What type of drawings did you start like dabbling more
Well,
into?
yes, sir. Well, this is going to be funny. I hate drawing nature. Why?
Okay,
Because
okay.
all these damn plants, all these forms and negative space, and then you got the big trees, and you got the hills, and you got the sun, and then I'm just sitting there like, oh my god, and I could do it. I do it, but
Uh-huh.
people are beautiful, right?
Yes,
And especially the black body
yes,
is just a beautiful thing. And there's certain layers in our skin tones. There's beautiful features that hit our skin.
yes, sir.
And it's just that intrigues me more than going outside and painting a landscape. And the
Yeah,
way I look at it is God already got it perfect.
yes, sir.
So what do I need to sit there and paint that landscape for? When we have beautiful kings and queens in front of us, and
Yes,
let
sir.
me try to mimic that. And so I am
Nice.
more interested in the black body, or just the body in general, in space, and
Sure.
rather than nature.
I like that. So when did you, because since you were starting off as with different cultures, when did
Hmm.
you start focus? What age do you think you were starting at when it start becoming into the black culture, and going from there?
I would say it didn't hit me until my 30s, my early
Okay.
30s, when
Okay.
I would walk into a museum and I did not see a black body in the museum. Or if I
Ooh.
did see a museum or go to an art show,
Yeah.
I only saw um, blacks as depicted as slaves. And this is before
Mm.
Kehinde Wiley. This is before Amy Sherrill. This is before a lot of the big names that's around nowadays.
Sure.
And I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Also, let me step back for a moment.
Sure.
uh, when my family went to Kansas City, Missouri, I did have a teacher that said there are no good black artists.
Mm.
There's no black artist that made a stamp in history. And then I come home sad. I'm talking to my mom, and she goes, "When you talk about there's no black artists," and this is the type of father that my dad was, right? He went up. He just walked out. He didn't say anything. He walked out the house. He came back, and he brought a book about the Harlem Renaissance. And then he set it on the table. Didn't say anything. He said, "Here you go," and then walked away. And I started to read it. And then I learned about Aaron Douglas, and I learned about Sergeant Johnson, and I learned about all these greats that were crafters, because that the Black history wasn't taught in school.
Right.
And so as I journeyed through my 20s, working at Apple Computers, and doing the odd jobs there, and then I decided, I want to do art, and I want to depict the Black body in a joyous form.
Yeah.
And that's how it came out. It didn't hit me till my 30s, early 30s.
Wow.
Late bloomer.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's all right. It's never too late to be able to talk about something important, or draw about something important, or to paint something important for the world to be able to be either reminded or be introduced to, right?
Yes,
so
sir.
For yourself, I have to say that it's never too late, but thank God for the 6 foot, what is he, 6'4" father?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
would've
yeah.
been
He was a
scared.
good
I would
man.
have been nervous. I would have been nervous.
No, you've been
I would've
nervous.
been like, yeah.
Oh, when you get in trouble,
Yes, sir.
oh man, you don't want to be in that area. You better, yes sir, no sir, okay, I'll go ahead and like, he used to love putting me on room restriction, man. Let's not talk about that. But that's we'll just stick to art.
Yeah, we will. We'll start drawing a different picture, right?
Yeah. It's like, oh, yeah.
Well, that I think that's awesome in regards to even during that time, because there are history, right? There's history,
Yeah.
and where there's Dr. Martin Luther King, and you start talking Jesse Jackson, and you start looking at different pioneers that's actually was helping during that time. I do want to talk about, because I'm sure in that book, as far as with craftsmen, and during the time as far as when they were actually homing in on their craft and doing their craft, there was also politics that was also involved. Now, of course, you're actually drawing as far as the human, but keep in mind, when you were drawing the cultures, you were drawing something in regards to what they believed in.
Yes.
Did you also, at that time, when you were reading the book, what ideas came to mind in order for you to start drawing, getting a little bit more deeper into your craft?
Yeah, instead of actually just looking at the picture, drawing the person,
Yeah.
I would research the culture. And let's say, for example, if you're from Puerto Rico, for example, I listened to that new Bad Bunny album, so I'm just like, I'm hyped. I love it. I was listening today with the students, and I wanted to learn more about the politics, and I want to learn more about colors, and I want to learn more about traditional wear. And I would sit there and just research and grab a book and read, and then I would take what I read and try to incorporate what I see and how I feel, in regards to the Puerto Rican heritage.
Yeah.
It's a strong culture. It's a
Sure.
very prideful culture. The food is phenomenal,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And when I'm in the studio and I see that, and I feel that, and I'm listening to the music, I try to let my paintbrush do the talking and try to emulate what I see, because I'm not Puerto Rican, and I respect the culture, I respect the food. So I want to say, hey, listen, this is what I see you as.
Yes,
I
sir.
see you as this phenomenal superhero,
Yes.
or this phenomenal queen and king, and I'm experiencing you for the first time. So I'm going to try to paint what I feel and what I see, and that's
Come
the
on.
type that I try to bring, when I'm in there, and I'm just, think of it this way. It's like, it's in your soul, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you're experiencing something new, and you're like in shock, and you just got to let it out. And that's my brush letting it out on the canvas.
Yes, sir. Man, you touched a deep subject, pero para los cubanos como yo, and there's Puerto
Ah,
Ricans,
yes, sir.
there's Boricuas,
Yep.
Venezolanos, there's Mexicanos,
Mm-hmm.
there's people from Bolivia, España.
Yeah.
They're all different types. Let me tell you, understand, as far as Puerto Ricans,
Mm-hmm.
Boricuas, I love them. The blackness of the Taínos, of
Mm.
the black,
Yeah.
and there were also slaves as well too during that time, where there
Yes,
was
sir.
black. Black is black. Period.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Dark skin is dark skin. When
Yeah.
you're actually painting and you're flowing, and I really love what you said. When you hear the music, it's the salsa, merengue, bachata, or whatever you're listening to.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Your pen, oh, I'm sorry, your paintbrush is the lyrics that you're
Mm-hmm.
writing for that on your canvas.
Yes, sir.
And that really touched me because it's the reason why I'm telling you that is because that's where your Da Vinci Code comes into play, right?
I like that Da Vinci Code. I'm gonna use
Yeah,
that.
I like the Da
Yes, sir.
Vinci
That's
Code
genius.
on you because that means a lot to people that's watching, that's going to be watching this later, but also watching
Mm-hmm.
this now. That you are loved because of that, because
Thanks, sir.
you took that level and you took it and you said you didn't just think about it. You let the music, you let the culture, and also for Black joy. I know that's one of your biggest things too. The Black joy
Mm-hmm.
across all countries as well as America is being defined by what you have. So I applaud you because of that, man. That hit hard. That hit
Thank
me
you, sir.
right
I
there as
appreciate.
soon as you said
Thank you,
that.
sir.
So that's really good in regards to that. Let's talk about the Black joy. Let's talk about the joy that you bring in your art when it comes to you making art after age 30, right? After age
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
30 and you get more into it. We talk about lyrics and there's music,
Mm-hmm.
right? Let's talk about the Black joy in regards to music and while you're painting. How is
Yes.
that connection with your craft?
Oh. Oh man. Let's say this. I'm inspired by music from different cultures, but I start out listening to gospel.
All right.
So I'm old school '80s gospel with Take Six, the Winans,
Oh, yes,
Commission,
sir. Yes,
and
sir.
so those three growing up in the house were played a lot. Andre Crouch was played a lot. Just the Winans family in general. They're just huge.
Yes, sir.
Um, and so I start out with the gospel, and then I start to do the underpainting, which is you do the line drawing. Then I start to build up layers, move on from gospel, and then I go into jazz and salsa because there's a
Okay.
nice rhythm there,
Yeah.
and then I play some Oscar De Leon because I love that dude. That
Ooh.
dude's classic, and
Yes,
and then
sir.
from there I'll go and I'll slow it down a little bit and I'll play some R&B
Okay.
and the '90s R&B,
Let's
the
go.
nostalgic.
Let's go.
Sometimes I'll play Brian McKnight, which irritates my wife. She doesn't listen to him that much, but I'll listen to Brian McKnight once in a while. Move from Brian McKnight,
Yes,
and
sir.
then as I start to finish up the painting, I'm playing some hip hop,
Let's go.
and I'm playing some West Indian music, or I'm playing something that just has a nice beat to it. And
Yes.
then, so I just like go through the course, ups and downs, nice waves, nice rhythm, and then
Let's
that's
go.
how I bring joy with music into the painting.
Yes.
And just music just inspires you. It gives you a good beat and rhythm. If you're listening to sad music all the time, sometimes you're not gonna paint something happy.
Sure.
But if you're listening to something, upbeat and moving, something that has a rhythm to it, you're
Yes, sir.
going to, flow. And the next thing you know it, you have something beautiful done.
I like that. I like that. I
Oh,
like that. Music makes you lose control,
oh
right?
yes. Oh yeah. Yeah.
In all aspects, on all aspects of things. And when it comes down to music, make you lose control. I love hip hop as well, right? Hip hop
hmm
is my thing. Do you have a favorite hip hop artist?
Oh man, if I can meet this dude, I'll be really happy. Most Def, Yazin Bey.
Let's
That's
go.
that's like my favorite dude for some reason. Just lyrically, I just think he's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I just love his cadence, and a lot of people like most definitely, and sometimes he's underrated.
Yes,
But
he is.
I don't know, just something about his flow. If I could meet this dude one day, I'll be happy.
Let's go.
Other one is KRS-One, who
Ooh.
I only met once.
Okay.
but this was in Sacramento. I was 24. He
Okay.
came down to this hole in a wall, um, event, and we're packed. And I stopped him. I knew he was coming, so I stopped him. And I said, "Hey, sir, I did a painting of you, and I just want to say thank you. Growing up, I couldn't listen to your music. I used to get in trouble, because of church, and I used to turn it off. But I said, I just love, you're a philosopher. You're awesome." And
Yes.
he took the painting, man, and he's
Yes.
like, "You did this of me?" He goes, "Wow!" Right before he got on stage, "Wow, man, thank you." And he took the painting on stage, and he rapped for 20 minutes about me painting him.
Wow.
And that was the most awesome thing that I have ever seen. Somebody that I just talked to you for 30 seconds and I told you my story as a kid. And my name is Chris, and your name is Chris, and all of a sudden you're rapping about me, that long about me painting you and being inspired by you. I was like,
Yes.
wow, that was like one of the best moments of my art career, and that was just starting. I wasn't even the Black Da Vinci really then. I was just Christopher Williams, doing art, and going to different cons and just painting, superheroes for people. And then when I gave him that painting, that really sparked something in me to just really, go for it. And so, but yeah, Mos Def, KRS-One, those two are my favorite.
Let's go. Let's
Yeah.
go. Let's go. One.
Yeah. Oh man, I just like he's just savage, man. He's
Savage.
just savage, and to me, I know people go like, oh, it's Biggie, oh, it's Tupac, and they're good for the culture, and they
Yeah.
rose the levels of hip hop to a different status, but lyrically, I don't think anybody could top KRS.
No.
No,
He's a
no, no.
philosopher. It's my
Yes.
philosophy.
Yep.
When I heard him break down and on his video, my philosophy in acapella,
Yeah.
and then the beat just came in with Scott LaRock. I
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
I was like, listen, I'm
Yeah.
done. I was like, this
Mm.
is my guy right here. This is the one that's gonna educate us through his
Yeah.
music and go from there. I'm also X Clan. I like X Clan as well too. But
Mm. Yeah.
I mean, during that era where there was hip hop, there was rap, there was
Yeah.
music that you
Yeah.
understood, but also being educated by as well too is definitely the philosopher, which is KRS-One all day,
Yes,
every
sir.
day,
Yes,
man.
sir.
So
All
I
day.
love the
Yes.
connection. I also love the connection that you did with him. You actually stopped him in his tracks and actually you connected with him through music with your painting. And I would
Yes,
say
sir.
that will always, always be in his heart as well, I'm sure, as yours as well, too.
Oh yeah. If I ever get a chance to meet him again, I want to see if he still has that painting.
Yeah,
And but I just want to shake his hand again. And he let me take a picture of him because usually he doesn't like take pictures. But I said,
sure.
"Can I please?" And then we took his picture, and I still have that picture. I have
Let's
it
go.
framed. It's just me and him. I was a lot buff back then.
That's okay.
And
Hey.
I was like yoked, and but no, it was just it was a beautiful, beautiful moment,
You know
and
how to
it
make
was a
that before
picture.
we go to a commercial break, everybody.
Yeah,
Before I don't know, was the picture in color?
yes, it was color. Yes,
You
yes,
got to do it in
yeah.
black and white.
Oh, okay. Yes,
Because
yeah. Oh, I like that.
back in the day when there was black and
Yeah,
white pictures with KRS-One,
yeah,
that takes
yeah.
you old school. So you got to do it in
Oh,
black and
yeah.
white. That's going to
That
be
is
so
true.
dope. Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
that is true. That's awesome.
You got to
Yeah,
rock it out.
yeah. Yes,
Everybody,
sir.
we got my man Christopher Williams here, the painter, the artist, rocking it out with your boy Rico No Suave. Everybody, we're gonna go to a commercial break real quick, and we will be back to give you more. My man Christopher Williams. We'll see you back in 30.
Yes, sir.
Feeling sluggish? Struggling with stubborn weight and visceral fat? It's time to reset with Fupa Water. Packed with powerhouse ingredients like spirulina, turmeric, and aloe vera, Fupa Water is your daily detox and hydration boost all in one. Flush out toxins, energize your body, and say goodbye to that stubborn belly fat. Ready to feel lighter and stronger? Get yours today at fupawater.com. And for a limited time, use code RNSS for the Rico No Suave show and get an additional 10% off on your first order.
And we back. Yes, we are back. Hey, Chris, are you having a good time?
I am having a great time. It's a big honor for you to have me on this stage, man. I really
Man.
appreciate this.
Hey, man. Yes. And I'm so happy, man. I'm so happy to be able to have met you because, we got to talk about more paintings because I love paintings as well. And I
Hmm.
love original art, right, as well. So, man, you're the bomb. You're the bomb. That's all I
Oh,
got to say.
thank
I'm
you.
super
Thank you,
excited,
sir. I
my man. I'm
appreciate
super excited. All right.
it.
So, for everybody that's tuning in, everybody, we do have some people we gotta give some love to, Christopher. We gotta get some love
Mhm.
out here. Beatrice Davis is checking in. Hello, Beatrice Davis. Thank you so much. She says she's super excited. Dr. Pocky, thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in with us. Beatrice asked the question. He
Mhm.
is an incredible artist. How was Italy?
Oh, how was Italy? Oh man, Italy was awesome. Um, I got the chance before I took 30 students uh, from Moore College of Art, and these artists are fantastic. I just
Yeah.
got to let you say better than I was when I was their age. When I was their
Okay.
age, and so I got to go there twice before, and then the school allowed me to, take students on the journey that I went to, with my wife, to this like beautiful place. And these students were just phenomenal.
Yeah.
They were resilient. Even though a certain airline lost our luggage after the first day, and we were like a day or two without the luggage, they just kept going. And I'm telling you, the food, the culture, the African diaspora is very much in Venice, and we had a great
Nice.
time. Great time.
That's hot, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
that.
no,
Italy,
yeah.
baby. Italy.
30 students, 30. I was like, yeah, it
Woo!
was a lot. It was fun,
Were
but
you the only chaperone?
it was me and my friend Sky,
Okay.
and it was two of us with these phenomenal young, hungry students that are going
Let's
to,
go.
blossom the world one day, and
Yeah,
it's perfect. Yeah,
that's hot.
yeah, yes,
John
sir,
T
yes,
for
sir.
free is checking in. John T says, hello, what's up, y'all? Donna Marie Bird, welcome back. Welcome back. It's always like, welcome back, Mr. Kate. Welcome back. We got Nyla. I hope I said that right. That's my professor. He is amazing.
Aw,
Oh, thank
uh,
you.
Nyla
Thank
is
you.
super sweet. You see, I called Nyla the queen in school because she beautiful skin, beautiful hair,
Let's
and
go.
she can draw. Man, she's awesome. Nyla's
Let's
awesome.
go, Nyla. Let's go. Let's
she,
go.
Nyla's awesome.
Let's go. We got Gina. What's up, Gina? Gina is checking in. She said, hello. Hey. Yay. What's up? Thank you so much. And then, of course, Donald Reberg comes back and says, exactly, human history, fascinating, but also there for us to know when we're talking about how you incorporated, the black paintings, right?
Hmm.
The melanin, right, within the
Yes.
painting as well, which I love. And then Gina says, I feel the music in your work for sure. Thank you, Gina. I appreciate that as well. And
Thank you,
Dr.
Gina.
Dr. Pocky says, number one professor right there. Thank you so much. Thank you. So
Oh, thank you.
we do have some questions here. The Loop
Yes.
series. Big shout out to the Loop series coming out to a theater near you. When you draw pictures, do you draw off of imagination or do you draw family and friends?
Both.
Mm,
Both. So, for example, if you wanted me to draw you, Rico, and your family,
yep.
um, then yeah, I can do that. No problem. I would do it a little bit differently. I would like deep dive into your culture as before.
Nice.
You know, what makes you you, what music you listen to, what
Yes,
foods
sir.
you like, what your favorite colors. And so I'll try to incorporate that to give you something different than your normal, just, standard, picture or painting. Now, as far as from imagination,
Yeah.
that's when I start to bring a lot of abstract shapes in, or I can just create something from memory. Like before, the technical difficulties with on my side only.
Sure.
When I had to run from the studio, I just want to make that put that out there. From my studio, that big painting that you see, that's from imagination,
Okay.
and this is for a rehabilitation center in Alameda County, where you see this, beautiful young black woman with these Afro puffs blowing a
Yes.
dandelion,
Yes.
and she's wishing for a better future. And that piece is titled Summer, and it's part of a four big 7 foot, and that thing is 7 foot, diptych
Yeah.
here, or quadruplic, whatever you want to call it, and it's going to tell a story about healing and mental health. And
Wow.
so I create things on the fly out of imagination. I currently right now creating a series about chess, the game of chess, about
Nice.
the African diaspora and the playing growing up on the yard. I learned how to play chess. My uncle, when he was incarcerated, he learned how to play the game of chess,
Let's
and
go.
so that means a lot to me. So I'm creating these African figures, black figures,
Yes, sir.
and molding a chess set and actually painting the portrait as well. So you're going to get the 3D aspect, and then you're going to get the 2D aspect from the painting.
That's hot, man. Oh
Yes, sir.
man, let's go. Let's go. I'm almost hey, I feel like I'm in class right now. You know what I mean? I feel
Oh,
like I need to call you Professor. Professor Chris.
oh,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Oh, thank you.
Man, I love that, dude. I love that. And then we have another one that's coming
hmm
through. What's up? I think it's Fava or Fava, Ivy. What's the
hmm
longest drawing time you ever did?
Longest drawing time. Ooh, let's think about that. Longest drawing time, we'll say 2 months consecutive in the
Okay.
studio, anywhere from 3 to 5 hours, um, 2 months, every day.
Wow. How
Yeah,
many hours
every
per
day. That
day?
3 to 5.
Okay.
Sometimes that's on average. There's
Sure.
sometimes I'll come in, mix some painting. I mean, mix some paint, excuse me, and then I would draw for two, and then the next day for 10,
Oh wow.
and then the next day another 10, and then I'll
Wow.
get up in the middle of the night, you know, and then I'll go in there and do a 2 hour session, and
Wow.
so it's on average about 3 to 5, where I just come in. Like even today, like I came home, took a nap, and then started painting, and then realized that, oh, okay, almost time for to do the Rico No Suave show, so I need
Let's
to
go.
put on the shirt and
Let's go.
and get ready.
Let's go. Let's go. Hey, hey. All I gotta say is thank you for your time.
Oh no,
Thank you
yeah,
for
I
your
appreciate
time.
your time. I appreciate your time. Yeah, so yeah, on average about 3 to 5 hours hours a day. But uh, if my wife doesn't remind me to eat, then I could go for 10. Because you're just grooving. As long as I have like some iced tea or water or lemonade, whatever,
Yes,
I
sir.
could just go all day. Yeah,
Let's
so
go.
stay
Let's
hydrated.
go. Let's go.
Yeah.
There's a thing called being thirsty, right? And then there's a
Yep.
thing with being hungry, right?
Yes.
And
Yes. Yes.
one of those things have to happen before you realize that either you're gonna pass out or you're just gonna know you're gonna pass out afterwards.
Yes. No. Bro. I stood up one time. I was sitting down for hours, and I stood up. I'm like, why am I lightheaded? And I was like, oh snap! I need to eat. And so I'm sitting there going in, and my wife was like, why are you not eating? You need to eat. And I was like, I'm sorry. And yeah. So it's yeah. So now the one of the funniest things that she does, it's like really awesome. Like she'll if she's there, she'll bring me food, and she's busy entrepreneur herself. She's the queen herself, but she stops and then she brings me some food, which is awesome. So,
That's awesome,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Hey, hey, you know what? You can always tell people that your diet is painting. You know what I mean? You can
Yes.
always
Oh,
let
yes,
them
that
know.
is true. Yeah, that's probably why I lost weight. So yeah, that's that.
Hey, I'm focused. I'm focused
Yes, I'm
on my
focused. I'm
diet. You
focused.
know.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love that.
I love this, man. Before we take, hey, you know what, Christopher, man, I'm having such a great time as far as with
Me
you.
too. Me too.
Hey, before we take another quick commercial break,
Yes.
there is something I want to ask you that came to mind when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to the imagination, but also because of that was a very good question that the Loop series asked about. Have you ever had a dream that you
Mm-hmm.
remembered and you painted?
Ooh, yes, two dreams. One was my father when he passed away, and I had a dream of him in this gray suit, and he sat with me on the bench, and we just talked to like every other week. Me and my father would barbecue, and
Wow.
it doesn't matter. And my mom was like, "It's cold outside," and my dad said, "Well, it's a barbecue holiday somewhere." And he would just sit there and we just talk, and he would tell me old stories about Oakland, in the '60s and the '50s, and I'm just sitting there like enjoying it. And so I woke up and I said, I have to paint my father for my mom. I have to do something
Yeah.
because he was a great man. My mom's a great woman, and I have to paint that. And so I did that and I gave it to her for Christmas. And that was, I think, one of my most sentimental paintings. Um, the other thing was this chess series that I'm creating now. Uh, because the game of chess, even though I am not that good at it, because these people on this chess app, I think, are cheating, but that's okay. Um, but the game of chess, I had a dream that I was playing chess with my uncle, and
Uh-huh.
he was teaching me, and he was teaching me like the queen is the most powerful piece on the board, and you as a black king need to protect your queen,
Yes.
and honor
Yes.
your queen, and rule beside her, not to rule over her, but rule beside her.
Wow.
And when I woke up, I said, wow, it would be really awesome if I did a series about chess,
Mm.
from my eyes. And so this is a long research process. I have a connection in San Francisco, a chess club that I'm, researching, chess pieces. I'm, connected with Brooklyn Chess Club over here on the East Coast. And so I'm slowly, incorporating research and the history behind it to try to bring my diaspora and my dreams, to reality with this particular series. And one of the pieces that I sent you is called The Queen's Gambit, and it's
Yeah.
the African American woman with the red hair. And
Yes.
so that's the first piece. That's the Queen
Wow.
that I painted, and I'm actually sculpting that right now too as well.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow. Let's go. Let's
yeah.
go. Professor Christopher is in the building. Let's
uh,
go. There it is,
uh,
right there. Yes.
uh. Well, your
Oh,
team's fire. You guys pulled that up like it was nothing. All right,
yes,
team.
sir. Yes,
Look at
sir.
yeah.
We're ready for you, Papa. We're ready for you,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Oh, I love that painting. That is
Oh, thank you.
awesome,
Thank
man.
you.
That is awesome. Hey, Chris, we're going to take another quick break. I want you to sit back and relax because there's only one thing I need to talk about right now, and it's called
All right.
Hey everybody, this is NASCAR. This is NASCAR Moments, and I hope you guys are ready to go. So, you know, we got something that's coming up called Daytona. It's called Daytona, February 16th, and NASCAR is back, everybody. NASCAR is back. And I hope you guys are ready because Daytona 500 is coming up. And the Rico No Suave show, we won't be there, but we'll be there in spirit. But I tell you, we're super happy that they're back because there's more stuff for us to be able to talk about because we love NASCAR. All right, everybody, we're going to take a quick commercial break right now. Hope you guys enjoy this 30-second commercial. All right, everybody. All right, we are back. We are back. We are back. All right. So, Christopher,
Yes, sir.
we got a few minutes of fame around here. You know, time fly by fast when we're having a great time.
Yes, this was a great time.
Man, we had
Yeah.
so much fun. So, I have the question that everybody wants to know.
Yeah.
Where did you get the Black Da Vinci? How did that come to your presence?
Oh man, it's a funny story that a group of my friends from Apple Computers back in 2005 um, gave me because I always drew at my desk. So I would answer the call. Thank you for calling Apple. This is Christopher speaking. How may I help you? And I'm drawing.
Mm.
And so one of my friends walked by and goes, "Do you have a website?" And I'm like, "No, I don't." He goes, "Do you know how to build a website?" "No, I don't." And so we used a thing called iWeb back then through Apple, and they helped me build a website. And then they all got together, and this is a group of like 5 people. We're on the same team selling, iPods and all this stuff. And they're like, "We need to get you a catchy name. And how about the Black Leonardo?" I'm like, "No." "Black Picasso." I'm like, "That's bullshit." And and then finally, and he goes, collectively, this one lady goes, "How about the Black Da Vinci?" And then it just stuck. And every time I did a Comic Con,
Yeah.
or some store, I always had the nickname the Black Da Vinci, and people started to remember it in Sacramento. They were like, "Oh wow, the Black Da Vinci! Oh, it's the Black Da Vinci!" And soon, people in Sacramento were just calling me the Black Da Vinci. And it's like, "Who's Christopher Williams?" "I don't know, but that's the Black Da Vinci. He's cool." And that's how it stuck. And it was just, fun camaraderie, at Apple, and that's where I got my name back in 2005, and I had the name ever since.
Is that patent?
Uh, yeah, it's copyrighted for me. Yes.
Let's
Yeah.
go. Let's
Yeah,
go. Hey, I
yeah,
just want to make sure you were good.
yeah. Other people use it, but it's fine. So, there's a rapper called the Black Da Vinci, and
Oh, okay.
whatever. But for my art, Christopher Williams, the Black Da Vinci, that's
Let's
me.
go.
So yeah, that's me.
The
Oh, the Black. Oh, just real quick too, I forgot to mention
Yes, sir.
the painting that you just saw, the one with the Queen's Gambit with the red hair.
Yep.
That's actually in Chicago right now at the O Foundation for the Black History Month show.
Oh
So
wow.
so if you go to the O Art Foundation, you'll be able to see that, and then I'll hit you up the address for them. But they reached out to me on Instagram and say, "Hey, would you like to show your work?" And I said, "Yes." So the piece is up. I couldn't go to the opening. I'm so mad because I was in Venice at the time with my wonderful peeps
Yes.
went with me.
Yes.
But yes, that's where it is. So sorry about that. I forgot to mention
Oh,
that
no
earlier.
worries. Hey, no worries, man. I mean, we're happy to bring that back up. But since we're
Oh,
on
thank you.
that roll already,
Yeah.
we might as
All
well
right.
go through the paintings that you sent me, right? Because I
Yeah.
want to go through each one of them. If you have a name for them, so we're gonna bring them up on the screen.
Yeah.
So once our producers put that first one up, you just go ahead
Hmm.
and name the name of that picture, and then we're gonna keep going to the next one. Let's go.
Yes, sir. All right. Oh, this one's the light. It's a portrait of my friend Dominique who stuck her head through this light, and she has beautiful caramel skin and just a beautiful person. So I said, "Do that again." And so I was able to, you know, paint her portrait. And on the bottom is 24 karat gold leaf, and this is on polyester. So oil painting on polyester.
Wow. Wow. Let's go to the next
Yeah.
one.
All right. This one is All Hail the Queen, and this has to do with the black woman and her hair wrap, and what does it mean to wrap the hair and all that beautiful stuff. So I wanted to abstract the head wrap, and this one has gold leaf as well.
Hmm.
I often use gold leaf and dioxazine purple to depict black skin because purple and gold, that's signs of royalty. And I think with our our melanin, it's in our ancestry. I want to depict that work from cultures that are high stature and come from kings and queens.
Let's go. Let's go. All right. What's
Oh,
this
this
one? Hold
is
on. What is
this,
this right here?
that's when I had hair. That's
Oh,
we'll just say
oh, oh, okay,
that.
okay. I like that. Look like you.
Yeah, that's when I had hair, and and that's when I was talking to my wife, and I was hitting on my wife. I was like, yeah, look at my lovely hair. But no, this one, uh, this piece is called "Honor Thy Father." This one was featured on the L Word Generation Q, season 3, episode 2, and this one has to do with me coming in terms with my father's passing. And the
Mm,
Bible that's on the throne there is my dad's old beat up Bible. He had this really huge Bible that he duct taped, and he went through
wow.
and each scripture, each passage, and all that stuff. So that meant a lot to go through and read the Bible with him. I
Let's
and
go.
in this picture are is King Solomon,
King Solomon.
and my dad is King. Excuse me, my dad is my dad's King David. I'm King Solomon in this piece, and so
Wow.
that's the empty chair. So I sometimes will throw in some biblical allegory in there, and really in what's the word? Really place the black body into these narratives or back into these narratives
Yeah.
because King Solomon in the Bible was depicted as a black man, which means that King David was also black.
Yeah.
So,
Let's
yeah,
go.
yes, sir.
Wow. Man. Come on, man.
Oh,
Come
thank you, I
on.
appreciate
Come on.
it.
You know, I'll probably hit you up, and see if you can do something with me,
Oh
but
yeah, be an honor, be an honor.
hey, you know what? Hey, to be able to have your presence of what you've done just for what we've seen so far, there's I'm sure there's a plethora of others that's there as well. But um, you have a picture of that I've seen. I think you sent this to me as well too. There was a picture of, was it New York City?
Yes, yeah.
There was one for New York City. So explain this one to us.
So during the pandemic, and during the unfortunate, killing of um, Breonna Taylor
Yeah.
and countless of others, uh, my old alma mater decided to, put up a show to try to uplift um, the community, especially in New York.
Hmm.
And so I was chosen to come up with a theme, and I came up with the theme of Black Joy. And
Mm.
the particular piece that you're seeing up there wasn't actually a short film about joy and family
All right.
and the perseverance and about community and about love. And then it flowed into my paintings of Black Joy and what it means to uh, smile and what it means to persevere over hatred. Because a lot of people don't really get it. They're like, what about white joy? What about joy in general? I was like, well, being black and joyous is a radical act.
Yes, sir. Yes,
And the
sir.
fact that no matter what's thrown at us, we still smile, we still crack jokes, we still make
Yep.
fun of each other, we
Yes,
still
sir.
dance.
Hmm.
A lot of people don't realize what that means to our culture and why are we so happy,
Yeah. Yeah.
and just to be breathing,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes,
And
sir.
so to me, joy is the ultimate act against hatred, against bigotry, against lies and things of that sort. So that's what my artwork's about, Black Joy.
Come on, man. Come on. Come
Oh,
on.
thank you.
When I saw that, I was like, he has to talk about that, right? Because to be able to have that display, to know that your work is on a display like that in general, just brings joy to the world, right? But it
Yes,
also
sir.
brings joy of people that needs to understand you, the Black Da Vinci, of your legacy that you're building, right? You're building for yourself and for the youth, as well as for adults to be able to see as well. So, man, thank you, man. Thank you for actually blessing us with those photos as well. And I got
Yes,
one
sir. I
last
appreciate it.
question
Thank
for
you.
you. I got one last question for you because time sometimes is not on our side, Papa. It's just not. It
Yeah,
just
that's
doesn't
true.
happen. The
Yes.
galleries. You have
Hmm.
different galleries and different shows that you actually have. Are you
Hmm.
doing? I know that you have the one. Thank you for telling us in regards to it. And I think Donna Marie Bird wanted to, ask about the address. If you can say the address of the one that's in here in Chicago, if you have that on you, if
I
you can
don't have
just
it on me like
okay.
right now, but I can definitely try to pull that up in just a moment. I'll try to multitask here and pull it up.
No worries. While you're doing that, everyone, I want to thank you guys so much for actually tuning in to the Rico No Suave show. We hope you guys are enjoying yourself. Don't forget to make sure you continue to support us here on the Rico No Suave show. We're in all different platforms as well, but because this is a hot topic of Black joy as well as with art, this is an honor to actually have Christopher Williams here as far as with us today. So don't forget to make sure you share this video or just wave at the TV. Thank you so much. We appreciate your love. Yeah.
I love it. And I got the address for you. I got it here.
Hit it.
So it's the O Art Foundation, OH Art Foundation,
Okay.
and it's at 1029 West 35th Street,
Okay.
number 308 in Chicago, Illinois. So that's 1029 West 35th Street, number 308.
Let's
And
go.
you could go in, and these are phenomenal curators and the gallery owner. So it's a beautiful thing.
Now that's we call that the art. That's like the art. We call it the artist row, something like that. As far as here in
Oh,
Chicago.
okay. Oh,
Yeah, with a
nice.
certain there's a like a row of artists as well. So, man, galleries that you have coming up. Let us know if you have any galleries that's actually coming up or any like shows coming up that people should be aware of.
So I am represented by Friesen Solo, and so right now we're working on the Alameda diptych piece for the Wellness Center. So a lot of my time is putting together these big 4 7-foot paintings, and I am looking to have a show hopefully after that, after I deliver these massive pieces to them. So right now, just focusing on that, and have the show right now in Chicago.
Okay.
And then, actually, I almost forgot, and they're going to kill me. Bora Architecture still has my pieces up for the show there, and it's been up for the quarter. And if you're in Portland, Oregon, RSVP on Bora's website, you'll be able to view my works from the L Word in their facility right now.
Nice.
Yeah. Thank you.
I got a piece of art for
Mm-hmm.
you. I got a piece of art
Yes.
for you. You blessed us with your art in regards to, being that professor of art as well too. But I got a piece of art for you. I got
Yeah.
this.
Oh, yes.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I will rock that. I will rock it, and I will send you a picture of me rocking it, in my studio, and I'll be painting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The real
Thank
reason
you so
why we
much.
bring these shirts out to beautiful gems like yourself,
Yes, sir.
GEM, that we should say gems of the world, because you have touched people through culture. You have touched people as far as with your imagination. You have touched families in regards to what things that you think about them or how do you appreciate them. Of course, your father, the 6'4"
Yes, sir.
tall man, and basically what you have done, what he has done for you to motivate you, to keep you going, and also the remnants of what you painted in that portrait of the Bible. Now, when the Bible gets that old and you start putting duct tape on it or tape,
Duct tape on there, yes.
that's a special Bible. That's a
Yes,
special
sir.
Bible, and it's so great to be able to have you do what you love to do as well too. And also, you're starting to touch people around the world, and you have, I should say, and also the cultures as well. So welcome to the Rico No Suave Show art family. Welcome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes,
I really
sir.
appreciate this. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Oh, man,
sir.
it's a blessing. Thank you, my friend.
Everybody, we got to get out of here, but we got to show you guys his social media so you guys can be able to follow him. And please make sure you go ahead and support this Black Joy, the Black Da Vinci. Here we go. Here's the first one. You already know the Black Da Vinci on Instagram. Make sure you go to Instagram, everybody. Please make sure you go ahead and show him some love. Follow him. Say, I saw you on the Rico No Suave show. You were awesome. Let's go. Here's the next one. Oh, yeah, TikTok. You already know TikTok. They still going, you know, and you got to make sure that the Black Da Vinci, make sure that you go ahead and show him some love and follow him on TikTok. Give him a lot of 1,000 views, please. Let's go. Here's the next one. Oh, yes, the website, everybody. Yes, the Black Da Vinci. Yes, you already know the Black Da Vinci is where it's at. And then also, we don't have it up on here, but Blue Sky. Check out Blue Sky at the Black Da Vinci on Blue Sky as well, everyone. So make sure you please go and check him out there. Hey, Christopher Williams, thank you so much for being on the show with me today, man. I hope you had a great time. This is not the last
man, I had
time
a great
on the
time.
show.
Well, hey, I appreciate it. And if you're ever in my neck of the woods and you like barbecue, I do throw down. I'm just saying. You're invited to the house. So I'm just letting you know.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
I will
Yes,
make
sir.
sure
Yes,
I
sir.
eat something. If we're focusing on something, make sure you tell the wifey, hey, we need a plate because we're getting thin over here. You know?
Oh, no. We doing it. We doing it. Yes, sir.
All right, everybody, put your hands together for none other than my man, Christopher Williams. Let's go.
Thank
All right,
you
my
so
man.
much.
I'll talk to you soon, okay?
Yes, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. It's an honor.
Thank you.
I really.
All right, everybody, we got to get out of here. That was my man, Christopher Williams. Thank you guys so much for being here with us today. We had such a great time as far as we talk about the Black joy. We talk about the Black art. We talk about different cultures that actually have the Blackness in it, right, as well, too. So I hope you guys learned a lot from today, and we love you guys. So we got to put up our social media real quick, everybody. And you already know it is at Instagram. Yes, Instagram at Rico No Suave Show. Make sure you guys go ahead and check us out there on Instagram. Follow us. Here's the next one. Yeah, it is Facebook, Rico No Suave Show. Make sure you go and like and love everything we do there as well, too. Here's another one. Yeah, you know, subscribe to our YouTube channel, everybody. Just go ahead and subscribe. Yeah, go ahead and do that. Follow us. Get notified when we go live because we have great guests every week. Here's the next one. Mixcloud. No. Yeah, it's Mixcloud. Yeah, that's right. It's Mixcloud. Mixcloud and Rico No Suave Show. I thought it was something else, but it's Mixcloud, everybody. That's the way we go when it goes to a podcast, and it's just audio itself. Everybody, we got to get out of here. We want to thank you guys so much for actually being here on the Rico No Suave Show. But until next time, everybody, we'll see you guys soon. Darling.